In the last episode, I said that Xiaowu and I were walking in the academy. When I met a boy who was pestering a girl, Xiaowu stepped forward to fight the injustice and got into a fight with the boy. Ma Hongjun was kicked out by Xiaowu, and after standing up, he would continue to fight with Xiaowu, but Suihua stepped forward and told us not to fight anymore. Suihua said that Ma Hongjun is a good person, just because they are not suitable, so she wants to break up with him and let us leave first. Ma Hongjun refused to listen and insisted on fighting with Xiaowu, but Daimubai suddenly appeared and stopped the conflict. Xiaowu said that Ma Hongjun bullied girls, but Daimubai said we had misunderstood him, and then asked Suihua what happened. Suihua looked at Ma Hongjun and left crying. Daimubai looked at Ma Hongjun and asked you to explain, or should I explain it for you? Ma Hongjun, don't go overboard and say you come. Daimubai mentioned that Ma Hongjun is the third student in the academy. I can also guess what happened just now. If you want to blame it, it's Fatty's grass-fed chicken spirit. Fatty's martial spirit is a mutant martial spirit. The flame temperature is very high, and it has strong adhesion. It is difficult to extinguish. The dean said that Fatty's martial spirit could really become a phoenix, but his martial spirit has a big flaw. Xiaowu wondered what this had to do with the girl breaking up with him, and the fat man shouted angrily, "What does it have to do with you?" Daimubai explained that Fatty had already been dumped several times, and this time a girl finally accepted him, so she would be excited about that. Of course, girls couldn't stand him anymore. Fatty explained that he could be suppressed by eating when he ran wild. Daimubai teased Fatty and said, "That is why you have the title of Evil Fire Chicken." I asked Fatty what to do with his future cultivation, and Fatty said disdainfully that he would turn grief and anger into appetite. Afterwards, Daimubai took us to the Academy Square. Ning Rongrong and Zhu Zhuqin were also here. Daimubai introduced to them that Fatty's spirit was the phoenix. Oscar also came to the square. The shaved Oscar has become a lot more handsome. If you want to be noticed by beauty, you must pay attention to your own image. When the principal came, everyone looked at the principal. Xiaowu said, "Isn't this the owner of the grocery store?" Oscar jumped out and said that he was the dean of Slack Academy, Flender, the soul saint of level 78. Xiaowu asked Oscar Academy if there were Soul Doluo level soul masters. Oscar said no. Xiaowu breathed a sigh of relief. I asked Xiaowu what was wrong. Maybe Xiaowu was thinking that she might get revenge for her previous actions against Flender. I'm comforted that since he's the dean, he shouldn't care about your offense to him. Oscar comes to add fuel to the fire, saying that Dean Flender is notorious for revenge. Flender started to speak, assisting soul masters. There is no protection on the battlefield and the danger is extremely high, so running away is a must for you. Oscar and Ning Rongrong were sent to run 20 laps. They were not allowed to come back for dinner if they couldn't finish the run before lunch. Oscar took Ning Rongrong and left. The dean looked at Daimubai again and asked him to introduce the rules of the academy to us. The first class started in the evening. Then the dean stopped me and asked me to go to him alone. The dean asked me about the recent situation of the master, and I said that the master has been very good. He took out the letter that the master gave me and handed it to the dean. After reading the letter, the dean laughed and said that I was the proof of the master and reminded me not to let the master down. On the other side, at Ning Rongrong's house, Fengji asked, "How is Shrek Academy?" The following people answered, "Shrek Academy has several soul emperors and a soul saint, and their teachers have already given the letter to the dean." Suddenly the door was blown open, and a man stepped on a sword came in, and threatened to go to Shrek Academy to bring Ning Rongrong back. I was worried that she was outside. Fengji firmly objected, saying that you doted on her too much, so Ning Rongrong must be educated outside, maybe it can make some changes. Uncle Jin compromised, but before leaving, he said that if something happened to Ning Rongrong, you wouldn't be able to take it easy. Ning Rongrong's family is so large, what kind of training will she experience in Shrek Academy? Click to subscribe to follow the next content.